Growing up, my dad was really on the water a lot. After the Vietnam War, my parents knew that they needed to start a new beginning. My dad decided to go first and was not successful. Got caught by the Communist Army. I think they locked him up for a few days and he was able to escape. And then it took him 3 days to make it to Hong Kong in a refugee camp. And soon after that, my mom decided to follow. You know, it took her a month. 2 weeks later, came over to the US. We ended up in Chicago. 6 months later, they ended up in Pensacola. My dad first started off shucking oysters, I think around the Joe Patty area. You know, years later, they decided to start their own fishing business.
Number 30, number 30, on the wheel.
Có đậu không cha? Có đậu.
She's asking if they have salmon fish heads. Usually they make soup out of it. A lot of the shrimp here, my dad also catches and brings in. We do like to eat, so you know when we don't have fresh seafood from my dad, then we come here. I worked here in high school.
The lemon, yellow too good.
She was just saying that lemons are good. My dad goes shrimping out of Bala Battery, which is about an hour and a half from Pensacola. Bala Battery is one of the big shrimping industries in this area. If it wasn't for the fishing business and my parents, we wouldn't be where we're at. I mean, that's really started our foundation. You know, for 30 plus years, he's been doing that. This is my dad calling us from the shrimp boat. Hi, Ba. We'll FaceTime him later. That's where we're gonna get right there. Vietnamese food is a big deal. You know, breaking bread is what brings all of us together. And seafood is a big part of it. Oh, there he goes. Hi, Ba.
Hello.
Hi. The season just kicked off and he's been out for a few weeks now. He's sitting in the captain's seat right now. All his deckhands are sleeping. So he's kind of cruising around, searching for shrimp. All right, Ba, gặp sao? Gặp tháng 7 ngày 2.
Okay, send it back to me.
This is unusual that she lets me be in the kitchen with her, obviously because she's still telling me what to do right now. So I'm gonna chop this up. These are bitter melons, pretty common vegetable in the Vietnamese community. I do love this bitter melon soup that my mom makes. There's a dish that she also cooks with it, and it's sauteed shrimp. Sounds very simple, but it's bursting in bold flavors. Very spicy too. And this is where the magic happens for my mom. A lot of our food is very potent smells, and she likes to keep the smells out of the house. People can define success in many ways, but for me, this is it. Cooking with the family, breaking bread. I can't even compare my challenges to my parents' challenges. Luckily for us, for me and my brother Michael, you know, we had supportive parents that worked their butts off, you know, to really build a foundation and provide for us. You know, there are times I think people look at our family and say, oh, you know, they're at where they're at, but they don't realize, you know, the hardship that my parents went through to get us to where we're at now.
Về qua Mỹ thì mình đi làm rồi mình kiếm tiền nhiều hơn.
She said, yeah, she's glad that she's in America and able to raise a family and make money, because when she first came over, they were very poor and didn't have much. What I've learned and what I think also they've learned is very similar. I'm ambitious and driven, but that's because my parents are also ambitious and driven. And I feel like my success is because of them. My name is Potomski, and I am first-generation American and first-generation college graduate. Okay, mời má ăn cơm.